The visitor at night. In the village illuminated by the soft glow of the moonlight, all the lamps in the houses were off, and everyone had long fallen into a deep sleep. Yet Zeynep couldn't sleep. While staring out of her window, she noticed movement on the path leading to the cemetery. From afar, she saw someone walking slowly toward the village. Who could be outside at this hour? The person's walk was strange, as if they were carrying a heavy burden with every step. Zeynep squinted, trying to get a better look, but their face was obscured in the darkness. Suddenly, the figure stopped and turned toward Zeynep's house. Her heart began to race. The figure started walking toward her house with heavy steps. Zeynep quickly closed the curtain and stepped back. Her heart was pounding as the sound of footsteps reached her door. The door began to rattle. "Who's there?" Zeynep called out, but there was no answer. A thin smoke began to seep through the gap under the door. The smoke slowly spread through the room, and suddenly a shadowy figure appeared in the corner of her room. Its eyes were pitch black, its neck bent unnaturally to one side, and its terrifying face was staring at her. Zeynep tried to scream, but no sound came out. The shadow moved closer and closer to her. "You don't remember me, do you?" it said in a hoarse voice. Zeynep's eyes widened, but she still couldn't speak. The shadow continued. "You left me alone that night. Now it's your turn." And darkness engulfed the entire room. The next morning, when the neighbors came to Zeynep's house, they found her motionless in her bed. The look of terror on her face was so haunting that no one could stay in the room for long. But the strangest thing was the pair of old boots covered in dirt by her bed and the gravestone standing in the corner of the room. After that night, no one stayed in the village for very long.